When the woman was driving, she suddenly realized that the road ahead was clear, but a black car was blocking the road in front of her. She was so worried that she didn't want to give way. The woman was in a hurry to get on the road, so she went down the road with one foot. She was going to cross the black car on the left side of the street, but she didn't expect that when she was going back to the original road after overtaking, the black car behind her suddenly accelerated and caught up with her. She didn't seem to want to let her overtake herself so easily. Laura was so angry at this scene, but then she saw a big truck coming in front of her. She was constantly trying to make her turn around. At this critical moment, Laura had to step on the gas pedal with one foot. Fortunately, at the last critical moment, Laura finally returned to the original road and avoided a car accident. But before she could breathe, the black car behind her kept trying to overtake. Laura hurriedly let go of her seat and let the black car overtake her from the side. At first, she thought it was just a small interruption on the road, and it wouldn't affect her trip. But not long after, when she came to the gas station to refuel, she accidentally saw that the black car had also appeared at the gas station. Laura was shocked by this scene. They were clearly not going in the same direction. How could they appear here at the same time? She was worried that the other person might be a pervert. Laura didn't leave in a hurry after playing at home. Instead, she stayed in a room next to the gas station. She wanted to wait until tomorrow morning before leaving, so that she wouldn't meet that strange black car again. Laura rested comfortably in her room for one night. When the sun rose, she packed her things and was ready to leave. Unexpectedly, when she was about to set the car on fire, an old man knocked on her car window. Although Laura was scared, she still shook the window out of courtesy. "I'm driving back." Laura was scared.
Yeah. It's okay. No worries.
I'm driving that.
Unexpectedly, he was the driver of the black car yesterday.
I just wanted to apologize for yesterday. I was texting, I didn't see you trying to pass.
Although the other person sincerely apologized, Laura knew that the old man looked like this. He must not be a good person. She was worried that something bad would happen. After Laura played a few words with the other person, she immediately drove to the highway. She wanted to take the opportunity to get rid of the black car driver. But what was surprising was that she hadn't gone far. She saw a black car parked in the middle of the road. Laura felt a little uneasy. When she walked up to the front, she found that the other person was really the black car driver. When she saw that the other person came to her side, she had no choice but to shake the car window.
You want me to call you a tow truck?
Yeah, me too. It'll just take a minute.
I'm sorry. I've got to go.
It's just gonna take a minute.
I've got to go. I'm late for a meeting. I'm sorry.
Laura, who was cautious, hurried out. She met this old man 3 or 5 times. She didn't have to think about it. The other person must want to do something to herself. But luckily, Laura was more cautious. She didn't give this old man a chance at all. However, when Laura thought she had finally dodged a blow, she found that the wheels suddenly burst. The car began to shake left and right uncontrollably. Fortunately, Laura stopped the car in time. But she didn't wait for him to figure out what was going on. Laura was scared. I didn't expect it to be this soulless old man again. She wanted to get out of the car and run away. But then the old man got in the car and knocked her out. When Laura woke up again, she found herself locked in a secret room. And what awaited her would be the brutal humiliation and violation of humanity. The woman tied the nail with a coat. Then she used all her strength to pull it hard. The nail on the wall was successfully pulled down. Then she didn't dare to stop for a moment. She quickly stuffed the clothes out of the door. Then she pulled the nail into the lock hole hard. When the key outside the door fell off, she hurried back to her clothes. That's how Laura successfully opened the door to the secret room. She hurriedly climbed up the stairs. Then, when the pervert man didn't notice, she ran out without saying a word. But I didn't expect the footsteps to be found by the pervert man in the room. Laura ran crazily in the jungle. She didn't dare to stop for a moment. She was afraid that she would fall into the devil's trap again. However, she didn't go far. She was blocked by a river in front of her. At this time, the pervert man had also caught up with her. Looking at the vicious expression of the other party, Laura did not hesitate and jumped into the flowing river. After a while, Laura hurriedly climbed ashore with a tired body. Such a long distance, I'm sure the pervert man can't catch up with her. But she still didn't dare to stop for a moment. She was busy looking for an exit in the lush primitive jungle. But before she took 2 steps, Laura suddenly heard a strange sound. She hurriedly hid behind the tree. When she saw clearly, Laura quickly raised her hands. The other party was just a passerby hunter. She quickly told her story, and asked the other party to help her. Looking at Laura's sincere eyes, it didn't seem to be pretending. The kind old man chose to believe her words, and gave her a pair of shoes to put on. However, when Laura thought she was finally saved, there was a big tree in front of her that blocked their way. Laura was scared. Is this the pervert man's ghost again? They didn't have time to think. They got out of the car and planned to move away from the tree. But they had limited strength. It took them a long time. They couldn't move the branch of the tree at all. However, they didn't know what to do. Laura suddenly found that the pervert man had already caught up with her. The old man saw this, and hurriedly asked Laura to hide behind him. He took a gun and stood in front of her to protect her. However, what the old man didn't expect was that after the pervert man got out of the car, he said he was Laura's brother. Because his sister had a mental illness, he doesn't remember who he is at all. The old man hesitated. He doesn't know who to believe now, but for safety reasons, he asked the pervert man to take out his cell phone and call the police to prove what he said was true.
安全考虑，他让变态男拿出手机报警，来证明他说的话是真的。
Unexpectedly, the old man was killed on the spot, and Laura, who was frightened, ran into the jungle again. The woman suddenly found that the pervert man who had been chasing her had actually parked the car next to her. She hid in the dark and watched quietly. She found that the pervert man came here to destroy a corpse. While the other party was dealing with the corpse, Laura hurriedly came to the front of the car and quietly opened the door to guard it. After making sure that she was not found, she hurriedly sat in the car. After looking around, she finally found a cell phone, and saw that the pervert man had finished dealing with the corpse and was ready to come back. Laura quickly turned around and hid in the trunk behind her. She held her breath and didn't dare to make a sound. She was afraid she would be found by the pervert man in the car, but the pervert man didn't notice anything unusual about it. She lit the fire and hung up, gasping for air. Driving the car, she was ready to look for Laura's figure, but she didn't know that Laura was actually in her car. Using the sound of the engine horn, Laura quickly took out her cell phone and called the police. After waiting for the other party to answer the phone, she hurriedly shouted for help, but because her voice was too low, the other party on the phone couldn't hear her voice at all. However, when she was desperate, the pervert man suddenly stopped the car, because he found that his cell phone was suddenly gone. Laura hit the pervert man hard. The pervert man wanted to fight back, but because he had to drive, he couldn't find a chance at all. And taking advantage of this opportunity, Laura locked the pervert man's neck with one hand and wanted to kill him alive. The car eventually overturned to the sky. Laura hurriedly crawled out of the car, and then continued to escape far away. After arriving at a safe location, she hurriedly called the police again, but then she found that the pervert man was chasing her again. At this moment, Laura decided not to run away anymore. She threw away her cell phone and was ready to fight the pervert man head-on. Laura suddenly exploded a small universe, and in just 2 rounds, she killed the pervert man who had been chasing her. With a strong desire to survive, Laura finally got her life back. The movie ends here.